Let's start from GG. Okay, everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. This was the trade we projected that was that last week, and this whole place here is a 4 hours order block, and we're expecting mitigation. And I know I told you guys, I said since we want to take this buy from here, let's focus. So this whole place here happens to be a 4 hours order block, and I need to wait for that lower time frame to get the entry. And here on 1 minute, I have a change of character to the upside on 1 minute. So this was my change of character on the 1 minute to the upside. And so I have this as change of character to the upside. And I have this particular 1 minute order block. So that was the change of character I got. And the funny part is I was even seeing all these levels here as liquidity here when the market was giving us this particular movement to the downside. So that was the reason why I took my buy from here, and I had a 20 pip stop loss. And I just noticed that GJ just came down and do Sakama J, take me out at this particular price here. That was the price. So if you are using a bigger stop loss, the other guy that was in the trade said him was using 25 pip stop loss. So I was not really ready to hold because my target was just to take profit at this particular high here. So if I was using 25, it won't give me a good risk reward ratio. My target was this immediate high here. That was the major target, this immediate high here. And that's giving me average of 1 to 6, almost 1 to 7 reward. So if I was using a 25 stop loss, it wouldn't have given me that reward. That was the reason why the market took me out on GG. And currently now the market is still bullish, but I'm not really looking at it to do anything on it. Not yet. Because of that, this particular whole movement here to the upside. So currently now I'm not seeing anything on GG. So for those of us who are on it, enjoy your profits. That was the only trade I took last week. So today we are starting back on the ADUSD. I know that we've been looking at it since last week, and I had a projection that I'm still looking for a sell based on what the internal structure has given us. And I'm very sure that we can still recollect that we are looking at it from the weekly time frame, looking at how we had all this rejection candle. And for those of us who have been following up with market insights, you know that we've been talking about this guy for a couple of weeks now. So upper week was a kind of rejection, and this week also happens to be, last week was a kind of, well, looks bullish candle, looks bullish, but it did not really engulf the previous week. And on the 4 hours, it's giving me a kind of correction mode on the 4 hours time. Yeah. It's giving me a kind of correction because the market is not really fast. So it's giving me a kind of correction movement. And also, I'm also seeing the market still building more liquidity for the other block, which happens to be the area we like to take the sell from. I have this OB here. So that's the 4 hours OB I'm looking at to take a sell from. And the first thing is, once market gets to this particular OB, I will also be waiting for that. What is it? The lower time frame entry. And the reason why I'm waiting for the lower time frame entry is because of this level here, this particular OB. And I was trying to tell us last week that this particular OB, fine, it took out the internal structure of the downside. So if the market is coming back to this particular level here, I would like to wait for that lower time frame entry and taking the sell on ADUSD. So I still maintain my projection from last week on ADUSD. So expecting a lower time frame entry. So that means the market will even tap into this particular OB here. Let them do that when I'm waiting for my entry conditions within this particular zone. That's when I will join. And don't forget, I said I'm also looking at this as a kind of correction to the upside, So I'll be expecting mitigation on that 4 hours to give us that go ahead to join the sell on ADUSD. And for that of ADC share, it's giving me, Last week, somebody called my attention to USDC shares, which they are having almost the same, they are moving almost the same direction. But for me, ADC share is more clearer than that of USD. And it has been a sell movement on the weekly time frame. So currently now I'm looking at this particular 4 hours OB here. And one of the reasons why I'm looking at that 4 hours OB is because this particular 4 hours OB was one that took out this 4 hours OB was one that took out this major low to the downside. Now, having this particular other block here, if you check it, when the market pushed the downside, it was not this other block that really changed character to the downside or breaks structure to the downside. And because one of my confirmation for my other block is my other block to break structures, she has volume. If you check what you have here, this particular movement did not really break any structure to the downside. Yeah, not really break any structure to the downside. And that's the reason why I'll be waiting for a very good entry condition here on ABC share to take a sell to the downside. And something I will advise in looking at this is as long as the market continues to be liquidity for me, because that's another thing that will determine my entry here. Like now, I already have a kind of liquidity zones here, which I'm expecting markets to come and take out during this week. It's even one of the reasons why I'm expecting markets to come and mitigate this particular one. So the market is giving me more confidence for me to say that I want to take a sell on ADC shares. So by the time you're also looking at yours, I will advise, fine, the market is giving us a very good correction mode, which is a very good one, a very good one. So, but I don't want to go in with aggressive entry. Yeah, I don't want to go. Though if the market pull up here and still give me more liquidity area, I can choose to go for aggressive entry. You understand that now? So, but this is something that I'm really looking at. I think we're having almost the same thing on USDC chef, but I prefer to trade out of. You see what we have now. So USDC chef is also giving us the same vibe, the same projection. But I'll prefer to trade ADC share based on the confidence ADC share is currently giving me. And I also have something on AD New Zealand. AD New Zealand. Okay. AD New Zealand. This projection is coming from what we have on the weekly time frame. We have strong rejection from this particular weekly hoodie here. Yes. That was, in short, that's the major reason why I consider taking a sell on AD New Zealand. And you can see what has been happening for the past how many weeks now? Let's say for the past 1 month now, that particular zone has been rejecting. There's a kind of rejection for the past, this 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's for the past 4 weeks. That's 1 month. We've been having that particular rejection from this particular level. And because of that, I'm also looking at that sell. That will likely have some sell movement to the downside. And since the market has also given us a change of character to the downside, we've gotten this particular change of character to the downside within that particular zone. For now, I think this is the only valid order block on the 4 hours time frame that I would like to trade. And currently now the market is building liquidity for that particular level. I'll be expecting more of that liquidity area for this week. So that once market is coming in, then we are expecting a sell continuation from this particular level. I'm looking at the lower time frame on AD New Zealand. I will stand with that particular sell until the market take out this particular high here. Yes. Though during the weekend, I was looking at this level here. That this level here is looking like a kind of correction. Yes, looking at it, very kind of correction. But on the other hand, so I'm also looking at what the market is giving us on that weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is giving us different kind of candle rejection on that weekly time frame. And let's see market selling to the downside. At least let's have a kind of corrections to the downside. Where we have about 200 pips to the downside. So another thing we can do taking AD New Zealand is if AD New Zealand can also give us a lower time frame entry condition. You know, I love whenever you have that confirmation, that lower entry, it gives you more confidence for me to even take the trade without not being scared or risk any percentage of my account on the trade. So it will be better when we see market coming to this particular level on ADC share so that we can get a very good sell condition on ADC share. Please, guys, are you with me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Now for Euro USD, I know we're looking at it from last week too. I think I'm still holding that particular level. Why I'm looking at this level as a kind of liquidity areas. Fine, I know Stanley also called attention to this particular other block here last week. This particular other block here. But I'm not really liking this other particular other block based on what the market is doing now. Though the market can sell from there because the market also looks like giving us a kind of correction mode back to this particular level here. But I wouldn't like to make any move here because of this liquidity area. So for Euro USD, I think this is the only area I'm looking at, and I'm also looking at this particular level here for any movement we are taking on it to close down at this particular order. So I'm looking at this particular range here for Euro USD. That's the range I'm looking at for Euro USD. So I will be looking for a buy continuation in this particular. That's if this sell here can be activated. So that's what I'm looking at on Euro USD. The other one is that of USD card, which I think USD card has give us a kind of is the 4 hours of that block. And I shared with us last week also that as in that last week the market was somewhere here, which I said I'm expecting the market to give us more liquidity areas. And based on what the market has given us for last week now, once they are coming back to mitigate this particular holding, and I would like to wait for that lower time frame launch for us to have, at least if you are targeting this particular high there, which is a very good level for your target. And one of the reasons why I will be waiting for a lower time frame entry here is because we are still having this bigger picture here, looking at all these level here as liquidity on the USD card. So since I still have that, then I'll be expecting the lower time frame entry there. So once I get this lower time frame entry there, I'll be on buy, at least expecting the markets to come back to this particular level here. So I think that's what I have on the currency pairs. So I have ADUSD, ADCHF, AD New Zealand, Euro USD, then USD card. So the floor is open, guys. Contributions, additions, subtraction from what I have. Then if you're also having anything, please let's know so that I can also project here as well.
Let's check EPNZD. Okay. I believe pay you the other.
So what are you looking at?
We were talking about it last week.
Yeah, it's still within that correction mode.
So I'm looking at it. We seeing a change of character on 4 hours. Then we look for a way to join the sell.
Okay. No,
there's a change of character on 4 hours rather, but a change of character on 4 hours has already happened. But I'm looking at it because of the bigger time frame we are looking at on the
weekly
time the higher time frame. If from monthly time frame that I was talking about it, from monthly time frame we check it. From the monthly time frame, after the rejections that started printing, looking at it on the weekly time frame, it seems like a correction. So we are still waiting at that down OB. So we're looking for a way to join the sell so we can come back to the weekly OB. So looking at that. So if we can see a change of character on 4 hours, so there is a change of character on 4 hours already, but it's not that clear. So looking for it.
Let's look at it. For last week, we're even looking at this particular level here that you can catch any sell. But if you check what we have, we have a 4 hour shift to the downside already. And the only thing I'm seeing here is this particular 4 hours over here. Are you looking at that level? I think that's a good level which you can join that sell for this particular 4 hours. Any other level outside this particular extreme level there. And let me check on the 1 hour.
That
Okay. This 1 hour hobby is a very good one. And let's say
yes.
we have liquidity zones here. So I think this level here will be a very good one. So if the market can come back
On 1 hour.
yes, on 1 hour. On 1 hour. I think this
Looking at
is a
that
very good
liquidity
one.
gap.
Yes. And if you even check on that particular time frame, I think this is the only level where we have that valid order block outside this extreme level here. You understand us now?
Yes. Yes,
Outside this
sir.
extreme level. So I think this is a very good level here to join a sell continuation on this guy. Sell continuation on this guy. Do you consider this 4 hours will be or the extreme that we're looking at the market to sell?
No, the recent one.
That's about 300 pips. So
Yes, sir.
if you have a lower time frame entry here that is giving you average of 20, you know this guy, GBP peers always have that wide Excel. So I think if the market
Yes,
can
sir.
rally back here and get that lower time frame entry to this level here, which is about 300 pips. That's a very good one. I think I will consider looking at this guy this week. At least to this particular 4 hours will be here. I think that's a good one. So it just look like a kind of sell continuation, and we expect the market to also grab liquidity. So I
But
think
to me, I will not be looking at that 4 hours because of what we are looking at on 4 hours. On
yeah,
weekly.
no, on the weekly time frame, this is the level here on
Yes.
the weekly time frame. This will be here on the weekly time frame. Okay, another thing we can do is if the market give us that edge condition, then majority of your partials can be taken at this particular level here.
Yes,
So we can now choose to
yes.
hold because I'm very sure that if the market push here, the market will also bounce from somewhere. It will bounce before at least before giving us that continuation movement. So taking at least your major profit here will be a very good one.
If you can take it,
That
then we look for another way to join it again.
yes. So once it bounce back, then you now look for a good level to join the sell continuation. But at least here, 300 pips is a good deal once we have a very good. I think I will also watch out for this guy.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, bro. Evening.
I don't have much now.
Oh, okay.
I'm only scalping on good now.
So what are you looking at on good?
Looking for the breakout on good now because okay.
I think the gold is still reacting from this level here. Still reacting from this level.
It's reacting from that level, so yeah.
And let's see.
On this level, we are just waiting for a breakout. If we can have this high taken out, or maybe price come here to take out. I have this. We can have this. So that is just the expectation for now.
Looking at 1 hour time frame, we've not even gotten that change of character to the upside on 1 hour.
We have not gotten that shift. If we get that shift, that will give us that.
So if the market can push up here,
I actually got some buy here that Friday.
Last week.
I got some buy. Yeah, after we have this 1 hour sweep over here, so this shift I went to like 1 minute, 3 minutes. I got the shift here. So the news actually pushed it up.
To the upside,
Because of this range that we still have here, I couldn't just go high. I just took profit from somewhere around here.
That's the best. Looking at it on 1 hour, that's the 1 hour supply level. So
yeah,
it will be better we have this shift here to the upside. Then
once that shift is taken,
and start looking at this particular 1 hour will be here for a kind of confirmation movement.
Yeah, exactly. That's the expectation. Then on GBP, Euro GBP. I posted a setup on it.
I don't really have anything on this guy now.
I actually posted a setup on it based on and what it. Okay, let's go to like daily. Let's start from daily. Yeah, I posted a setup on it, but okay, on daily. Please just open it. Okay.
Yeah, this daily chart.
Yeah, this daily chart. I actually caught it last week. After this trend line liquidity, I saw this trend line liquidity. I said, okay, if I have a break above here, which this Friday, Thursday candle gave me, so I have a break above it.
There's a candle closure on that level here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to 4 hours. Let's just start from 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay, 4 hours is clearer.
Yeah.
So I was actually, because based on the fact that we were having this level here, I was seeing this level as a kind of, since price couldn't break below this level, I was expecting if price should be able to take out this level, then we can take it down, because this has become a very strong support zone. And now, when I got it, I see that we have a kind of a trend line liquidity, which I feel like, okay, if price come here without closing with a full body closure, and I know that it has come to grab the liquidity over here to sell to the downside. But as we have it last week, as at Thursday, when I posted, I see that it break above on 4 hours. When you have a 4 hours break above, that is to say that the market is ready to push up. I actually posted it on our group there. So when I saw that, I now went to the daily. So I used the daily candle mitigation without minding that I have this fair value gap over here, which may likely come down to. You understand? So on Friday, there was news, market pushed up. So when the market pushed up, it created a 5 minute or a 15-minute, 5 minute order block, which I use in entering, and the market actually sold. That is the and bought. That is the buy we had over here. I posted it. So right now, if we go to daily week, I'll be expecting a much push down. Maybe price may actually come here. We are using this now.
This is the daily time frame.
Okay, this is the daily time frame. This
Yeah,
is daily time frame. Based on what we are having on the daily right now, we might still be having the market once candle open. I still expect this market to buy to the upside. We have a supply zone up, which the market may likely get before we have that sell to the downside. Before we have that sell to the downside. Yeah, it has really sold. Yeah, exactly.
So we're expecting this sell. We're expecting this sell after we had that weekly rejection candle to the downside. That was why we had this multiple sell entry here. But it's obvious now that we now have that correction there.
I sold from here too.
Yeah, now we had
this. Sold from.
We had this. Yeah. Was it not like 2 weeks ago or so? That was the last time
That was 3 weeks or 3 weeks.
3 weeks ago, yeah. That was when we took that sell. That was when we took sell on this guy.
Yeah. So during then, I've been scalping it, trading it within this range here. So when I saw that, I just left it. But when I saw this breakout, I was confident to take it from this place. So I'll be expecting tomorrow candle to open now, so we know the next move.
Yeah, I think the market is coming back. The market is coming back to that daily OB to come and mitigate it now.
Yes, exactly. That is what I'm expecting from it now, because I'm not expecting a deep retracement to that 4 hours OB.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting a deep retracement to 4 hours OB. Hopefully, we may have the market coming to this level to mitigate this particular
any lower
level.
time frame level in that place.
Any lower time frame you can get from here, then the buy continuation goes on. So that is what I'm expecting on this.
No problem.